things around here that walk and talk just like us until they walk up to you and rip your guts out. There is no way out.
Oh, thank God we heard the screaming.
You picked a bad spot.
Stars shining bright above you.
I need to do whatever I can to get these people home.
Light breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds sing in the sycamore tree.
What if all this was designed just to see how we react?
What's going on, man? We are back. We are live, and we got a new review for y'all from season 2. And this is episode 3 review. Tether review. Tether. What it called?
Tether.
Tether. All right. What's going on, the deal?
What up?
Another crazy episode. Still more questions than anything. I ain't even gonna front though. I'm getting kind of like you now. I need a couple answers. Being that everything we done went through in that first season leading up to this point, I'm gonna need some answers this season. I ain't saying I got to get them right now, but I'm gonna need some answers at some point in this season. I ain't saying everything, but something.
Yeah, something.
My boy, man, he is trying to see what's going on, trying to get a grip on reality. A lot of things going on that just don't seem like a coincidence to him, and he getting a little irritated.
Well, also he trying to explain to his son what happened, but he can't. Like he just like I just appeared. Like I don't even know how the fuck I got there, and his son is like, "What the fuck?" Like
Yeah, he frustrated. Like nigga, you said you was going to find some answers. Now you just pop back up like nothing.
Well, he frustrated because he's worried about Fatima.
Fatima.
They don't say Fatima. They say like Fatima or something like that. I'm like, that's Fatima,
Man,
but okay.
He said the one way, somebody else said another way.
Yeah,
So I'm calling her Fatima. Shit, that's how they say it on Google. IMDb.
Oh, that's the way it's spelled. It's spelled like Fatima, but I've heard people pronounce it different too on this show. Because I was like, I don't know.
But yeah, I understand as far as Ella's frustration, everything they just went through with him and Fatima the night before, as far as, you know, her getting frustrated, her seeming like she damn near ready to give up. And she ain't even been there as long as they've been there. She only been there a year. And she can't deal with it no more.
She's such a bright ray of sunshine, and to just be around such negativity and, you know, evil. I dare I say,
Excuse
you know
me,
what I mean? Like it's
I'm about to say, you said negativity. She just around chaos. It just made her.
Yeah. And it takes a wear on people, you know.
Definitely, man. But I mean, damn, what can boy do? He done tried everything he can do, and he already dealing with his own shit that he can't necessarily explain right now. So hey.
Yeah, and in trying to, you know, as crazy as the place that they're in, it's even crazier for him to try to explain something that doesn't even sound real. Like I went through a tree and I ended up there, and then I was there. Like I don't know, and it like, yeah, trying to explain that.
Leadership is though, as far as even with everything he's been through, you could tell that shit has been missed, and not just with as far as his son, with just the townspeople too. Even with the new niggas that's coming in. Because Donna, she was going through hell and back trying to get them people to listen. This nigga, boy, show up. Like, okay. All right.
He's like,
nah, stand back. Like, nah, stand back. I got this.
Because it's so weird. So much has happened, but this was only one night. Like, this is just funny. Like we only on the next morning.
So I'm gonna go ahead and dead this right now, bro. You can keep your gun, but take your ass in the woods. We won't see you in the morning, but just know we'll probably have that rifle back.
It's funny because it's like, well, wouldn't you want more? No, because this motherfucker don't understand how fucked up this place is yet. Until you know how fucked up this place is, you can't own a gun because you're gonna start shooting motherfuckers or letting the dummies in and killing every goddamn body.
And I'm just letting y'all know now, it ain't the whole thing with her being a woman. It ain't the whole thing with the boy being a man. It's the whole thing with him being a black man. That nigga came up and he seen the fury in his eyes. He said, you know what? You right. I know I'm right. Get your ass back in that house and you tell the rest of your motherfuckers to get up there to the other house. Go on. Get.
I mean, but yeah, boy also got that, that military background. He ain't.
That too.
Yeah.
Still that fierce black man though. You don't
Hey,
want to mess with no
man,
frustrated nigga.
hell no, not a frustrated nigga. Look.
I don't happy too. You can tell, man. She was like, damn,
Hell yeah.
Man, I'm gonna shoot one of these motherfuckers. I'm glad you came and did something.
Because the whole thing about them is not even just about them dying. It's the safety of all these other people that they could fuck up just by opening the door, opening the window. They don't understand the severity of it because they like, what kind of this isn't real. Y'all don't see that body? Y'all see that motherfucking man gutted?
I didn't see my man ate out like.
Right? Did you get on the bus to see the old people? Like, nigga.
You ain't hear that black woman talking no more. She's still quiet. The
She
whole
ain't said
episode.
shit. She ain't said shit this whole episode. Nope.
Your boy Jim is trying to get himself together. He's still, of course, having a lot of trauma going on, being that he had to listen to people get ate alive, and the fact that he survived. Not only that, the house that they was living in pretty much is gone now.
Yeah,
Not that was actually a home, but still.
Then he realized, at this point, like him and his wife they was well on their way to a divorce, and they was content about it.
And
they
thought both of them, he thought she was dead.
Yeah, and then she thought he was dead.
Yep.
So like this is, them being reunited, and he just like, I don't want you to leave. And then the daughter, I felt so bad for her because I'm like, literally, she thinks both of her parents is dead. And she's the sole provider for her brother. Like, bruh, that's a lot of pressure. She's only like 15, 16?
Yeah.
Imagine you having to take 17. Care of your siblings.
Either way, she's still not in a point in her life where she was trying to be a parent.
Right.
But either way, dealing with this situation, it seemed like she was prepared. But yeah, it was something else I thought they was talking about as far as him and his wife outside of the fact that
the wires don't go anywhere. They're not connected to anything. There's no electricity. So how is any of this working? How do they have running water? How do they have electricity? Why are they purposely allowing these people to be kept alive for what? That's what I'm thinking. That's my question now, because it's like, who's keeping them there? Yeah, who's keeping them there, and why are they allowing them to live comfortably to some sense? Because it sticks in my head what Kenny said last season when he was talking about him and his grandpa, his dad. Was it his dad? That was his dad, right?
His dad, yeah, his dad.
Playing chess. And he was like, I would always get stuck, and my dad would just slowly chase me down till there was no more moves left. And he was like, you ever notice that they don't even run after us? They just walk. Like they slowly us down. And it's like, that shit, that was eerie. I was like, they are
getting worse as far as these creatures, monsters, whoever the hell they are.
Yeah, because they just
we get a situation with a young lady named Kelly that came off the bus impaled in a tree. And last season we didn't necessarily get nothing like this. These niggas was just eating people. They wasn't leaving people behind.
They would trick you, and then they straight up eating you. Like, but the fact that they like, we want to play with her, what the fuck?
And this was the old girl and the dude that found the house, and they were staying in the house, but they did end up opening the door, but we never got to see what happened. But we end up finding out in this episode.
Because I was wondering, that was one of my questions I meant to ask at the end of the last episode. Was like, well, did they make it? Did they open the door? I feel like if these were actual people, that were on the bus that they would have been beating that door down. You know what I mean? Like to see, because they still seem too calm, even though they sound
They
like
was
they was.
smiling. Like, I don't
No,
know.
as soon as you open up, I would. And it's funny because it made me think of vampires, because like vampires can't come in unless they're invited. What up, little boy?
What's going on, little boy? Oh, okay. This is a good one right here. Yeah, you want it, little boy. You up to date on season 2? We on episode 3, reviewing that right now, as far as season 2. But yeah, this was a crazy scene for the fact that she was actually still alive, and her going into the whole thing as far as the detail, as far as what happened to her boyfriend, as far as them eating him while she watched, and them impaling her so she can watch. As far as them saying the whole thing, well, we want to play with you. So now,
Right.
what the hell is going on with the monsters? Are they starting?
Are they bored? Because like before the family and the second car came in where Jade was in, everybody was like, pretty much on they shit. You know what I mean? Until homegirl opened the window, and then because that was like the
Ever
first
since that,
incident
yeah.
in a long time, and then like the cars crashing, and then now the bus here. So like that, I feel like they like, oh, we got some new people to fuck with, because like they don't know the rules, they ain't integrated into society yet. So I mean,
If you
it
give
kind of
us
made it
anything
interesting.
as far as explaining something, just give us something a little bit with the monsters at least. We don't got
See,
somewhere to where they sleep or whatever, but we need
that's
something
my
about what.
biggest question. Is like, what are they? And because like I said, they kind of had a vampire vibe. They don't look like vampires, but I mean, like, they follow the rules of
I'd rather
vampires.
deal with
As
vampires.
in, right,
Suck my blood, please.
as
Don't
in,
eat.
they can't come in unless they're invited, and then for some reason they can't be out of sunlight. And my thing is like, they don't even know how to kill these creatures because no one has ever captured one. Are they even capturable? Like, capturable? I'm trying to make it up words. Can they even be captured? Like, because it's like, what happens to them in sunlight? And like, they seem so vicious. It's like, can you? And they're smart at this point, because shit, they fucking with old girl. Like, can they be
Man,
captured? And the fact that they use something that they had used to make traps, and it's like, what are they trapping out there? Are they
that,
trapping the animals that magically appear in the fucking forest?
that's the
Because
whole thing. What the hell are they doing with the traps? Like, so
no,
they sitting there.
I think that's why I'm like, are they setting the traps for the creatures, or are they setting traps to catch the animals that they said they don't know where the fuck the livestock come from? Because that's another thing that's being provided to them, and this is starting to make me think of like a fucked up Garden of Eden. Yes, I use those words because you know what I mean. Because it's like they're provided with everything they need. They can grow, like, because like, where are they getting these seeds from to grow the fucking plants that they done grew?
Damn, that we
They
got
got marijuana.
biblical
You know what I
proportions.
mean?
Are they dealing with some type of afterlife? I mean, the whole lawsuit with supposedly God and that whole thing with them.
Yeah, because my thing is, I just thought about that, because like I said, because everything is provided for them. They don't know where the fuck that livestock comes. They just like, one day, remember,
Even the
Boyd
side.
was out in the forest. Yeah, because
They got their good
remember,
side.
yeah, he's stupid. Because
Who provided
no,
with that side?
they came with Fatima. Apparently, I guess she had some seeds on her too, because they was like, "You thank Fatima for the weed." I was
So
like,
what's
"Oh
in the
shit."
soil then? Y'all in a place where you can't
Yeah,
leave out? Nah, see, I'm sorry
yeah.
I'm
Because my
asking
thing,
these questions.
they got the correct soil to be able to grow crops. They got livestock just showing up. Because remember, Boyd was the first person that found the damn goats and shit in the
Yeah, and then
forest.
they got pigs.
They,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know.
they was like, where the goat come from? He was like, I don't know. I found it in the forest.
One of these niggas be
And,
eating good eggs and bacon and shit.
and I still want to know what's up with them dogs.
They still ain't really getting into that either. Cause they be having some. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm not hungry enough, but they be having some big ass plates when they go to the diner. I'm like, damn, these niggas eating good. Like, that's what I'm like.
Yeah, they gonna have to ration now, because they just had a full. Oh, that's another thing. They was talking about how many people were on the bus. They said
Yeah,
it was
boy, talking about
25,
supplies.
and they Yeah, and they couldn't, and they only counted for a certain amount of people. I guess they was also counting the bodies too, because they said they're missing one person because they only made it to like 24, because she said 20 or 23, because
And
they found,
well,
because
that wasn't
Kelly
a
was
girl,
one of the
right?
people.
Kelly and the
Kelly,
boyfriend that was
I
missing.
think. Okay, maybe it was. Yeah, 24 and 25. If he said 23, then yes, Kelly and her boyfriend rounds it up to
Yeah, that's
25.
probably them too.
But yeah, yeah, the whole thing with her being alive. I don't know if you ever watched videos on YouTube of people getting brain surgery. Well, you don't completely get sedated to where you sleep when you get brain surgery. So like those people be awake in a
Another thing
sense.
was when she not able to see. It seemed like she couldn't
It
see.
no, it probably
Okay,
wherever it impaled, it probably fucked up her optic nerves. Um,
definitely seemed like she couldn't see.
the fact that she still she still doesn't understand the danger of where she's at,
Mm-hmm.
because she was like, oh, I need my phone, I need to call my mom, and then she was like, they're
You
like,
got no
phones
signal
don't
out
work
here.
here.
No.
Like she don't understand, she's in like a purgatory situation, you know. Oh,
Speaking
but
of,
my thing is they could not cut. They, please tell me you got like cutters. And I get that maybe they wouldn't, not unless somebody had some shit like that in the back of their car. Because remember, everything that they
that or the
had
things
there.
you could clip off, or I
Yeah,
forgot what they
I'm
call.
like
Yeah,
some type of like lock cutters or something to like get the thing out of the
we gonna
tree,
get to it,
so
but
they could
goddamn,
have transported her back to
that damn boy
town.
said, "Man, shit,
Boy was like, look,
all this crazy shit I've been dealing with."
Kevin was ready to shoot her in the head.
He had to
Kevin
think
like,
like
shit,
Boyd at that point. He's like, I'm supposed to be the leader, like shit, and I don't
what
want to
would boy
suffer.
do? I mean,
Um,
honestly, but yeah, like I said, thinking logically, if they could have cut it out the tree, they could have took her back in town. Do I think she still would have died? Hell yeah.
yes,
But I feel because they don't have the anesthesia to remove that, and they don't have the. She is not a. She was a resident, a third year student. She wasn't even a full doctor yet. So I mean, and then surgery, depending on what she was actually going to be a doctor for, you can't just do brain surgery. Nope,
yeah, I'm
not
about to call. I
everybody
think I'm
can
about
just
to
do
call her the
brain
wrong name
surgery.
again. Her name is Katie. Kid,
Christy,
Christy, yeah,
Chris,
Christy. My bad,
yeah,
Christy. Boy, Christy was going through it this episode too, because it's the whole thing with her trying to reconcile, with her girlfriend, wife,
fiance.
yeah, fiance, and her fiance pretty much still confused. Like, I need some time. This shit
The
is
thing
still kind
about
of crazy.
it, the thing about it is, ma'am, do you not understand that I'm stuck
They
here?
still don't
You
get
act
it.
like I left.
Yes,
Cause
people
she
have
act,
died. They still don't get
I
it.
guess they still think that they can leave, and it's like, do you not? There's no leaving. We're stuck here not by choice.
She don't get it. But
Yeah,
besides this situation, as far as with Christy and her fiance, ex-girlfriend, I don't know if you want to call her now. Once again, she still has to go out here and try to help this young lady, Kelly, while still trying to deal with the situation she has going on with her fiance. Jay, once again, he almost becoming one of my favorite characters, because it's like, man, I see what y'all doing, but nigga, I don't want to leave. I don't got time for this. I'm not relaxing. I'm not chilling. I'm not getting comfortable. I want to leave, and I'm going to do everything in my power, every moment I got, to do something to find a way to get out of here. He is still
exactly.
seeing these images, and of course, he's been drawing or whatever, and the one person he's been looking for answers, of course, is Victor. Victor ain't really
But
trying to hear shit.
no,
Nigga,
because he
stop messing
took
in my room.
exactly. They don't understand how they have to handle Victor, because, like I said, the fact that he's been there most of his life, and the trauma that he's had to go through, because he's been there longer than Boyd, and Boyd is the one that got everything safe and civilized.
Yeah.
So ain't no telling what the
My
fuck Victor was living through before Boyd got there. So like they don't
That's the
understand
thing,
that.
though. wouldn't
What?
he be like, damn, you got something that maybe I can help get myself out of here too? Nigga, you been here the longest. Won't you want to leave too? Because the man
And
look like he trying to have some answers. Like,
yeah, but Victor has a whole lot of trauma issues. Because I don't want to say that he has a mental illness. I mean, at this point, I guess it could have formed a mental illness, but like at the same time, it's like I don't want to put that on anybody because I don't want to offend anybody in
no,
that type of
he's just
community.
trauma. He's
Yeah, to me,
traumatized.
yeah, because like with the whole violin, I'm assuming that because the only things that he has left is the stuff that him and his mom had. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have anybody here. Nobody's been here as long. You know what I mean? He's the
Yeah,
oldest person here.
I get it, because that's primarily the possessions in his room, all the stuff he done got over the years without people being there, and people now showing up.
Yeah.
Like,
And now he got people touching his stuff, and he has this attachment because, like I said, he's been there since he was a child. It ain't like they had a school. It ain't like he learned shit. He's like literal man child. You know what I mean?
damn, boy, my boy, like, nigga, let's go. We can leave. You got the answers. I just need you
He
to put the
do.
puzzle together.
He do. But it's all about everybody getting everything together. Cause like you gotta get Jay, you gotta get Victor, you gotta get what's
Ethan.
the little boy
I
name?
feel like,
Ethan,
Ethan.
Sarah,
And now,
Boyd.
what's Jim's wife name? I think Athena.
Her name is not Athena.
What the hell was her name, man?
Oh God, I don't know.
I don't know
What
why.
name Athena?
I don't know why.
I'm about to look at it. Oh gosh.
It's a lot of characters names we got to keep up with, man.
That's why I said I ain't want to carry about half of them. Go ahead and kill him. Tabitha.
Okay, Tabitha. I said Athena. Damn.
Athena.
Julie, Jim, and Tabitha and Ethan, as far as the family.
Yes.
But yes, now Tabitha is pretty much seeming like she's about to get somewhat involved as far as having some type of connection or seeing certain things, because she's starting to see shit.
Yeah. That's because she's physically been down there. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Because when she sees these things, she don't see them in the same manner. I think they're the same creatures, but like at first she's seeing like a really fucked up version of them, because then when she sees them again, they seem to have more hair and look
This
more
remind me of
human like.
I'm thinking about the boy in white as far as there's some type of
Yeah,
connection
but
with
that's
them.
not. I don't think so. Oh, or maybe I don't know, because it's like, what about all these children? Because how many children has been here, and how many? You know what I mean?
Man,
I don't know.
the more questions. There's
I
more
don't know.
questions.
I don't care for this storyline because it's annoying at this point. Because
I'm
first of all,
interested.
like this special effects makeup on them bald heads with them pieces of hair sticking out.
Shout out Samantha Jackson. Oh man, you got a ways to go. You just started watching season 1. You good. Go ahead, catch up. Oh yeah, we talked about that as far as Kim K American Horror Story. Definitely go check out those replays of Uncut Ish Talk.
I hope that she played something unrecognizable from herself. I don't want her to play herself in American Horror Story.
And on that writing from Ryan Murphy. But what about this conversation between Tabitha and Julie?
It was much needed because, like, bruh, she thought she was really a parent at this point. She like, I'm my brother's keeper.
Shout out
all the
Samantha
way.
Jackson.
Like, she was terrified. You know what I mean? And like, it's something that they didn't prepare her for because, like, you know, look, her parents are healthy and fine, and the worst thing that was happening was them getting divorced. Which, I mean, they were still both living, breathing people, but like, to go from 2 parents to no parents, and now you know, she was terrified. And this,
more so when Tabitha starts to actually explain it to her as far as seeing the 2 little kids.
mm-hmm.
Because she was talking about something else before she said something about the 2 little kids, as far as a situation she had dealt with or something. as far as involving some kid or something. I can't remember, but when she went into that, as far as seeing the two kids, now I'm trying to see what's going on with her connection as far as the whole thing with the basement area that her and Victor was in, because then she started having these images when her and Ethan are on the porch, as far as him doing the blocks and then
Well,
being
because
knocked
that's
over
the
when she
same.
was down there.
As soon as I saw what he was building, I was like, that's that same thing that was down there. So like I don't like that's what I'm saying. Are these previous children from here? And what is that thing that she saw down there? Because one of them things is what she saw down there. At
And are
least the
these
first
like
time she
maybe
saw it.
kids that was there before even Victor?
Maybe. Maybe. Because that toy looks ancient and like who would make something like that in the 1900s period?
That's gonna be another curious question as far as just the how long this place been around. And I don't
Right.
know if it can go into the territory of being an experiment, depending on if people done moved on generations that's been working on. I don't know. Just giving my theories as far as what I think the place is or
I
whatever.
wonder. I wonder if has. I don't think they've ever had any children born there. Because I
Nah,
feel like
not that I
everyone.
know of.
I feel like everyone came you know um as a child or whatever. That's what that would be an interesting storyline because now Ellis and Fatima. Ellis like, fuck this place. It's not gonna dictate my happiness. I want to marry you now here.
Yeah,
Maybe in season 3 she'd get pregnant if they don't kill her because I still think they're gonna
I think
kill
that's why I keep
either
saying I think one
her,
of them gonna
Ellis,
die.
or Donna. Yeah, I feel
Definitely.
like they're gonna kill either her, Ellis, or Donna. And if they kill Ellis, then I feel like Fatima's gonna be pregnant. And then that's gonna be a whole nother thing of like, how the fuck do I birth the baby into this fucked up place? And is this gonna be my baby, or is this gonna be some weird shit? Or, you know,
Oh man,
they could run with that.
I know what jacked up ending that they could do with this, and it would be Ethan being the new Victor as far as growing up in this place like he did. So that would be messed up.
Oh God.
At the end of the series, like that. I
Oh
don't want them to
God.
do that. Please don't do that.
What
And
it?
this thing would be messed up. Shout out Lou boy. Yeah, man, this is a show you got to pay attention to.
Hell yeah.
Homework. But it's a woman I got a little curious about, especially the conversations between her and Jim. That I'm like, if she got some strange things going on too, similar to the other guy, Elgin, who been having the premonitions and whatever, as far as the bus. Do these two
um,
individuals off the bus have some type of thing going on? It was just a
she
conversation between her and Jim that was like, maybe she, I don't know, because he was like, what's in the bag?
she
He kept asking us. He got this little weird vibe with her as far as this older lady.
Yo, she did switch it up. Like, you ask a lot of questions. Well, bitch, what's in the bag? Like, hold on. Because
And
hold on.
when they first got there, she was the one out there dancing and shit. Like, yeah, I mean, we are like,
I'm
it's something up with
also,
us.
I feel like she also is one of those type of people that has to see things in a positive light. Um, Plus, she old, man. You know how much she's probably done seen and went through and the life experiences and stuff like that. I feel like she's taking everything as a lesson and learned from shit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or she part of the town and she done been bringing people in back and forth. And that's what she
bruh,
happy about. She advanced creature. I don't,
I mean, maybe,
I don't say
maybe.
something. I
Look,
don't know. It's something up with
I
her,
don't
man.
know. She do seem kind of sus though. I give you that.
So maybe she,
I
I
give
don't
you
know.
that.
I could be wrong. Or I'm just saying it's
I mean,
something I
yeah,
feel
she
like
could
it's up
just
with
be
her.
a sweet. Yeah, she could just be a sweet old lady and somebody we get attached to when they kill. I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna kill. I feel like they're gonna kill a bunch of people we like this season. I don't know. Just
It's
to
definitely something
fuck
up with
with
this
us.
nigga Elgin. As far as premonition guy, this the final destination nigga. Because he just knows too. What a pond at? Where I can get wet. I ain't know you like to get wet on some Denzel shit from Training Day. I'm like, what the hell? How do he know all
Look,
of this? Like,
you got my ass thinking about the damn Dave Chappelle
Wait, wait.
episode with Wayne Brady.
Sherman, him,
Dave, I
man.
ain't know you like to get wet. Oh God. But no,
Damn, what you said, wing break.
yeah. Also, also all these people that's having these experiences, I feel like maybe depending on what this world is and what's controlling it, and they might just be like spiritual people, like people that are sensitive to the spiritual world, the
Hell
spiritual.
no, he got a connection here, man. It's
I
way
mean,
deeper
I
than
feel
just
like all of
spiritual.
them got a connection because, like, when Boyd, after Boyd does what he does and he's talking about it, like I'm so glad that he's fucking using some rational thought because, like, I got like you gotta think beyond what's like what the I don't know because he's just like, is any of this real? I don't know. I'd be waking up like that sometimes. Like, is any of this shit
Especially
real?
now, because of so much that he done went through as far as the whole situation with the guy that he let loose that knew his wife's name, as far as who infected him with the blood
Yeah,
or whatever. And he having the conversation with his wife, like, man, something ain't right, bro. And that's where I was talking about last week, as far as me talking about him seeming like he might be going into that realm, as far as the way his wife was thinking. Like, this shit is a dream. This ain't real.
yeah, yeah. Cause and then they was talking about how Sarah the shit was in Sarah. Like, is it trying to like make them go insane?
And I
But
forgot
like,
about that.
but bruh, I'm not gonna lie. During the fucking pandemic, when we was on lockdown and shit, I kept waking up every damn day scrolling through the internet, and I'm just like, this shit ain't real. I swear to God, this shit can't be real. This shit did not feel
It's real.
real. Life did not feel real. Like, you even thinking back on that shit. Like, and I know this like 3 years ago. Like, wow, 3 years ago,
I
that
started thinking
shit
about
just
the
so.
purge alarm. I was like, oh hell no. I started thinking about the purge alarm. Goddamn, everybody got to be in the house a certain time.
Having a
Then
curfew.
don't go nowhere at all.
They did issue a
Damn,
curfew.
don't go nowhere at all.
Issue a
But
curfew. That's
I ain't had no curfew.
no. They North Carolina was on it. Well, yeah, North Carolina had a curfew. Yes, they
Okay, we
did.
was outside. Now I'm playing. We was in the house. Crazy. It's like a zombie apocalypse out here. Nigga, ain't
It was
nobody
so
around.
weird.
Just weeds riding by the roads. Like, oh. But we end up getting Boyd to actually come out, as far as my girl still being impaled in the tree. And this is when he finally get the situation like, yo, y'all got to leave. Y'all got to bounce. I'm going to go ahead and deal with this, and you're not going to like it. Of course, nobody
Well,
wants to leave because they've been.
it's because it got worse. Cause like now she actually starting to like feel the pain,
Yes,
panic, and
man.
it's setting in. It's about to get dark too, and it's just like, bruh.
I ain't going to
Like I
front.
said,
I
they
was
didn't
turning in
have
my
no.
head a little bit. Shout out to the performance. I was like, oh, hell no.
I, when you if you are army person and you actually go into combat, because I have a cousin that went to Iraq, I would never ask my cousin what he did, and I don't want to know what he did. I know he did some crazy shit because the nightmares he used to have, the shit, like the fact
Man,
that he had to go get like psychological counseling. Like, I don't even want to know what you did, cuz I don't even want to know.
uh, and that's not even, not saying that people didn't go through their own battles as far as the war or whatever, but I always think about the whole situation with Vietnam and to think about what they had to go through. And you remember everybody that came back hooked on drugs or whatever and
They
trying to
was
just,
trying to numb the
yeah,
pain and the shit that they did. Like you're just following orders. And that was my biggest thing about the pandemic. And I was like, are we gonna get to a point where it's people just following orders? Huh? So people just gonna follow orders and not give a fuck about our lives? Like,
they'll make sure they get their tissue. But, when Boyd does show up, man, she is seeming like she's definitely feeling something now. She's starting to feel the pain or whatever, or she's starting to feel what's going on in her head or whatever, because she starts to seem like she's hearing something. And it is crazy, man. But boy, he ain't got
I
no
wonder
flies. He ain't got nothing. He got his hands.
I wonder if she was hearing something, if it was
I,
I don't know. It might have been internal bleeding and maybe her ears started. I don't know.
That too,
I don't
but
know. I've never
and it,
been on the brink of death like that.
or we ain't never been on no strange ass place where you can't leave. So she possibly was hearing something because we don't know what
Yeah,
happens to people once they start to die in this place outside of being ate alive. So,
yeah,
um, boy ends up pulling the rail out of her head, and she does instantly die. And
yes,
this,
because that's not some shit that you're not supposed to pull shit like that out. Like if you ever get impaled, and the crazy thing is like this is the second time someone's been impaled. Cause Ethan lived through it though,
yeah, yep,
but but she did not, and it's just like, damn, yeah, you're not
him would
supposed to
take it
pull it
wasn't in
out.
his damn head.
Huh? It was just his leg. The
Gladly,
fact and the fact that he healed quickly, like that's weird. Was nobody like weird?
maybe that's the place.
That's what
I got to think
that's
about it
another
again.
that's
Maybe, but it's a lot of emotions going on after this scene because people were sitting there having conversations with the girl, getting to kind of know her, whatever, while they was trying to figure out a way to get her out of there. And then when she ends up dying, Christy, she's definitely very emotional. Of course,
yeah,
Ellis,
especially
what's up?
after her, because she told the story of like I just want to tell my mom I'm sorry for not giving her a hug. And that's like that's really deep because
Well,
like
you must
we
have fell asleep at 30 minutes in. You must have fell asleep 30 minutes in. Yeah, man, it's a lot that went on.
but yeah, I feel like they were all touched by that, by her saying, because it's like you never know when the last time you're gonna see somebody, and you leave on a sour note, and it's like I fix it when I get home, or I talk to them later. Who said you live until later? Who said you gonna make it to later? Who said you making it home? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for,
We take that for granted a lot, and sometimes the last thing we say to people, the last time we see somebody, it be under fucked up situations, and they don't, and it's as fucked up as a place that they're in. It's like damn, we can't just be wasting time
and you
like
kind of
these
seen
people.
Boy had that conversation with Ellis too, as far as being there for Fatima, as far as being her like emotional point or somebody because he come to when she started to get to
Yes,
those certain points of wanting to give up or whatever. And you can even see
yes,
it with him after the situation they just deal with the Kelly girl dying in the woods.
yeah.
Outside of that, Boy, he got his own things he's going through because now it's even more of a coincidence now because he go into
Mm-hmm.
this whole thing about this situation he had when he was in the army, but it's really the whole thing of the coincidence of the names because the girl that died in the woods, her name was Kelly and her boyfriend name was Brian, and he had this situation with an individual that he was in the army with that ended up dying, and I think the person's name was Brian Kelly, something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
So now he
His
going.
last name was Kelly. Yeah.
It's definitely a
Cause like I
connection.
said, that's not a coincidence. That's
Nah.
like what the they fucking with you, man.
So now he's starting to goddamn be like, no, something ain't right, bro. It's too many coincidences happening all at one time. And this was where he kind of breaks this all down to Donna. And nigga be like, all right, I'm out. Donna like, what the, wait a minute. You just broke all that shit down and I'm supposed to be like, oh, all right. No, nigga. Besides all of that, are you here now? Because you see all the shit we got to go through. I just need to know, are you all the way here with us now?
Cause she like, man, what happened in the forest? And he like, I ain't like that.
Same thing with Ellis. Like, nigga, I can't tell you.
Well, no, he told Ellis. It's just Ellis. Like that's hard for somebody to believe because he can't even fully explain what happened to him.
He's not telling them that he got scratched, though. And he got
No,
that
he's
shit
not
going on.
telling that shit. You don't. Do you tell people that you hear
No,
voices?
especially in this
That-
situation. No, he's a leader.
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
You
No,
don't tell nobody your shit.
it's gonna be panic mode. But he seems like he comes with some type of some type of understanding with Donna. Even though I feel like he still got some shit going on. It's like hell no, I'm not
He
all the way
do.
here. I'm still dealing with some stuff. But as far as trying to play that leadership role, I'm gonna do what I can do. And we kind of seen that early in the episode with Old Buddy and the rifle. Like nigga, you can do what you need to do, but you're not gonna do it here.
All right, it's my time.
Remember the first episode when Old Buddy was drinking and he got his daughter killed? Like, nigga,
He did feel remorse for him, but I'm glad
shit.
home dude. I I'm glad home dude took his punishment serious, cause like, bruh, like honestly, what's the fun? What's your point of you being here when you didn't even take care of the
Oh yeah,
people?
I'm
You
not
you
staying.
didn't even protect the people you were supposed to protect.
Ain't no
Like,
way I'm
sir.
staying. Ain't no way. What am I gonna do? Think about this shit every single day. The fact
Yeah.
that I just lost my daughter and my no. I'm good. Take me. They can
I
eat
don't
me.
know if
Y'all
I
can
would
shoot
have.
me.
Look, I don't know if I
I
would
don't
have went
care.
out like him.
At
I
that
would
point,
have.
I
I
wouldn't
would
have
have did.
cared. I
No,
probably. I'm
hell.
just. I ain't gonna front. I wouldn't have cared at that point. And probably on the other end, I would have wanted to suffer the way they did too. So I'm being honest.
That
But
was very noble of him, but I'm, Boyd had a heart and wanted to at least show him some mercy. But
even if I want to do something like that, I'm gonna do it at my house. I'm gonna go pick some shit up and just go on back to the crib. Fall asleep there.
you gonna leave the window open?
Hell
Just let them
no,
come
they
through
not
the.
even be sleeping by themselves more than likely. It ain't gonna never be a situation where we gonna ever be comfortable like that. We gotta be in the same room.
You said you
No,
would have got your alcohol and went back to the
yeah,
crib,
like go
not
back
been
to
at
the
the
house.
bar. Oh,
Go back to the house.
look out! let me head over to the liquor store.
Yeah, like I'm not sitting here at the bar. I'm going to the house.
Exactly.
Even though I know they probably needed some time, no, nigga, I'm going to the crib. But outside of this, we got Kenny. He's searching for something, but he ends up going down to the basement and
I
he ends up
call
hearing
this
the
nigga
noise.
Kevin. I gotta get. I call him
And you
Kevin
talking about
early in
me?
this.
What did I say earlier?
Look,
Aretha?
no,
Oh,
look,
Athena.
Athena.
But,
I was close though, David. Kenny.
goddamn Kenny, he down there looking for some stuff and he hears a little noise and he goes down there. Shout out to Kenny. He ain't stupid. He pulled out his joint. And I don't know if he's going to use it or not, but yes, he ends up pulling it out. And to everybody's amazing surprise, Sarah,
Sarah.
she's back.
I knew Sarah was still alive. I feel like when she went through the tree, this is where she came out at. I don't know if the little boy in white told her to stay there or if she decided to stay there because she know that she not supposed to be in town. Because nobody knows that she's still alive except for Boyd
Yep.
and the
And the priest
priest.
is dead.
And
He
the
dead.
priest is dead.
And I think
And
Kenny knows
she don't know what happened to Boyd, but she, and so like, she don't know. So
If I'm not
she's
mistaken,
got.
though, I think Kenny knew that she was alive because I think he told her before he left that
And
he had.
Ellis knew that she was still alive. So maybe Kenny did know that she was. Kenny, no, Ellis knew that she was going with Boyd to the forest. I
Yeah,
don't know
Ellis
if
did
Kenny.
know. Yeah, because
I don't know
he
if
went out there to the woods with him.
Yeah, I don't know if Kenny knew that that he was in the forest with her. So I don't know if Kenny knew that she was still alive. But she got I don't Boyd gonna have to vouch for her. That's all I got to say.
I mean, at this point, I don't even know if people gonna really be all on it like that, being that everything they've been going through now. And it's like,
Yeah, because I feel like is anybody gonna care? I mean,
all right,
but she did try to kill Ethan and then sliced her brother's neck by accident. So
oh yeah, Jim ain't gonna play that shit. Never mind. He was
you
ready
got
to
Jim
mess up.
Tabitha and Duke.
Yeah, he was
Look,
angry
Jim
last year.
can't do shit anyway with his cracked ribs and shit. Trying to stand up and still figure out where the fuck the electricity coming from.
And he was looking back at that house like, shit, I might still be able. Never mind.
Nigga.
I still might be able. But yes, once again, to everybody's, I guess not so much of a surprise. Sarah is alive, and she's in the basement. It's definitely gonna be curious to find out how everybody in the town gonna deal with this, including Boyd, and especially explaining why she's still alive.
Yeah.
All right, man. Anything else you want to add on before we get off here?
It's crazy because this was just part of this day. We ain't even made it to nighttime.
Preachers this
We don't know
episode.
the sleep arrangements. Yeah, this episode is they milking this, but it's good. I like the pace that we at.
I don't,
You know.
because that's how you know the next episode they're gonna do something stupid. Well, not stupid, but crazy, and we're gonna get some type of massacre. I already know.
We shouldn't because like unless unless these motherfuckers keep trying to go outside at night like some fucking dummies.
It's gonna be Rifleman. I can't wait. I want him to. I was hoping that he was gonna take that deal and go stay in the woods. I was like, go ahead and do it, bro. I want to see you. try, please.
He
You gonna
was
get all
not.
type of friendly visitors. Like, look at you sitting here with your rifle. Can I see that? Come on. You know how they do.
Right.
But, outside of that, man, y'all gotta let us know how y'all feel about this recent episode. Lou Boy, you gotta get on it, brother. You got just
Stay away.
I would say I can't even say smoke, bro. You
Oh,
gotta
man.
watch it. You be falling asleep. But since
They
you
have the worst intro. The song, I press skip intro. I press skip intro. This motherfucker was still going. I was like, skip, motherfucker. Long ass song, and it's so sad and drab, and
that's one of the weak points of the show. That song, like, get that shit out of here, man. Even y'all and y'all little spooky images and shit. No, we good.
No. This is too long. I swear that shit is 2 minutes.
If y'all the executive producers of Lost kept this shit simple and smooth and slow. Fast. All you seen was them credits come across. Lost. That's it. We on. Let's go. You niggas got a whole
Then they
song
got this long, drawn out song.
It's at least 2 minutes. I was like, damn, y'all wasting time for the show. I want to see some.
Exactly.
That's a good point today. I'm sorry.
Them tree and them birds and
that's trash. It's like watching one of them old movies from school back in the day. That was like a picture movie, but the frames didn't move and the mouth like
God.
All right, outside of that, let us know how y'all feel about this episode. And yes, we will be back next Monday for another review as far as episode 4. Outside of that, like I said, I'm gonna be a little busy probably tomorrow and Wednesday, so we'll be back Thursday with Black Mirror reviews, episodes 1 through 3 as far as season 1. So make sure y'all come through for that. Like I said, as far as uncut, I'm gonna see what we're gonna try to do, man, because we got a tradition. We try to come through every week for y'all, but like I said, depending on how we try to do this 100th episode, we might try to postpone it until we try to get some things together as far as doing something a little different for y'all as far as for that last episode. So we're gonna let y'all know, man. We're gonna let y'all know. Or we might just do something just special outside of the 100th episode just to keep it in the vein of doing it every week. But I'm gonna let y'all know. Once again, anything you want to do before we get out of here or talk about as far as I was about to say Stranger Things from
Nah, man, that was it. I got all my rants out.
that song.
The damn song.
All right, outside of that, make sure y'all come through and check out a couple of new videos I just uploaded for y'all as far as the Meg 2 trailer reaction and some of the clips I did from Uncut Ish Talk, including the Usher versus Chris Brown and the Nicki Minaj versus Little Kim song battle, because I know how y'all go a little crazy over there. Outside of that, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.
Hey.